Hello and welcome. Tens of thousands of people have been demonstrating across the United States, demanding stricter gun laws in response to a series of mass shootings. President Biden encouraged the protesters to keep marching and called on Congress to pass common-sense gun safety legislation. The Democrat-controlled House of Representatives passed a package of gun reforms last week, but Republicans in the Senate are likely to block them. Barbara Plett-Usher reports.
Another march against gun violence, banging on the doors of the nation's capital. This is a movement powered by young people, demanding the country's leaders take action after yet another school shooting, a horrific massacre in Uvalde, Texas.
If our government can't do anything to stop 19 kids from being killed and slaughtered in their own school and decapitated, it's time to change who is in government.
For years, Congress has failed to pass gun safety measures, blocked by opposition from the gun lobby and the Republican Party. But people here feel now's the right time to renew their campaign. Rallies took place in hundreds of cities across the country. In New York, where a gunman recently killed 10 people in a racist attack. And in Florida, where a school shooting 4 years ago launched this movement.
The theme of these rallies is "This time will be different," meaning this time there will be action on gun control. Many of these people have been fighting for this for a long time. Some have told me they feel more hopeful rather than optimistic. But this is a time when the issue has captured the national attention in a very visceral way. We have to keep our kids safe.
Protesters have pushed through gun restrictions at the state level, but they want national action.
Do you feel that there is a bit of momentum around this issue?
I think so, definitely for our generation. This is one of our biggest pushes because we're the ones dying in schools, in movie theaters.
It's been happening since before I can remember. Something has to change. We can't keep letting our children die like this.
But even here, a few minutes of panic. There was a disruption on stage and people ran. The fear of a gun attack is alive and everywhere. Earlier this week, a young survivor of the Texas shooting described her terrifying experience to lawmakers. Emotional testimony from the families brought the pain and horror to Capitol Hill. Hours later, the House passed gun control legislation, but Republican senators will almost certainly reject it. Some are working on a very modest compromise. That may have a chance.
The nays are 204. The bill is passed.
The president told the marchers to keep up the pressure.
Keep marching. It's important. Look, this has to become an election issue. The way people listen, senators, congressmen, is when people say, this is going to affect my vote. Too many people are dying needlessly. And what's even being proposed in the House and Senate is marginal. I mean, it's important, but it's not all that needs to be done.
In Uvalde, another vigil for the dead. In public opinion, at least, the mood is shifting. Americans agree the killing of children has to stop. More and more say that should involve national gun controls. Barbara Plett-Usher, BBC News, Washington.